Hey guys, welcome back to Beth's Naughty Reads. I'm Beth LaMontagne, and today I'm going to get a little naughty with you guys as we take a look at For the Plot by Alexis Winter. Before I get into the book, friendly reminder to please take a moment to thumbs up and subscribe this video so that I can continue to grow this channel, but also take a look at my social medias. You can find me under Beth's Naughty Reads for Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I'd love to connect with you guys so that we can make recommendations and help each other figure out what we're going to read. Again, we're going to take a quick look at For the Plot by Alexis Winter. Alex writes steamy stories with hot billionaires, cocky alphas, sexy bad boys, and the women they love. She says she always has at least 2 additional stories rolling around in her head, so she's always working on new stories. And let's just face it, she's freaking adorable. I mean, I just love the sass that you can see just rolling off her, and it fits so perfectly to the books that she writes. So I just dig her. She's great. Her books are great. Let's talk a little bit about For the Plot. So this is book 8 of the Chicago Billionaire series. Like I said, it's 8 books total. The series, so I started the series. I kind of jumped. I read book 2 just on a whim, and it got me hooked back in 2023. And I've been reading all the books since then. It is probably the first 3+ series I've ever finished. That's how good and fun these books are. The new book came out on August 11th, and I stopped what I was reading and immediately uploaded it to my Kindle Unlimited. So it is available on Kindle. The whole series is available on Kindle Unlimited, which makes it super easy to get. These stories are so steamy that they just, you want the next one. You want the next one. You just want to keep going. The plot, or For the Plot, has 2 main characters. Skye Rhodes. Skye is a 27-year-old down on her luck kind of girl. She was recently laid off, so she is currently unemployed. And a couple weeks after that, or a couple weeks before that, I should say, she was dumped by her long-term boyfriend. So she is feeling kind of down in the dumps. She goes out with her best friend, Maya, who is a hoot, by the way. Just their dynamic is so fun. And then the way they vibe off each other, you could totally imagine 2 people doing that in real life. And Maya just is kind of a smartass and calls Skye on her stuff and just keeps it real. So Maya is an awesome character in this book as well. The main male character is Reese Blackwood. He is a 47-year-old billionaire who lost his wife 10+ years ago. He's a workaholic now to avoid facing how really lonely his life is. So when the book opens, it's with Skye and Archer, who happens to be Archer Blackwood, Reese's son. He is 19, she is 18. They are high school sweethearts. They are getting ready to leave for college, head to college. He will be going back for his sophomore year. She's going back for her freshman year. And in their mind, they're already starting to crate their forever. So they're, they think they're going to go through college together, find jobs, get married, and be happily ever after. Well, that doesn't turn out that way. So Skye starts to kind of follow her gut, and she feels something is off with Archer. So she goes to his frat house on a night he says he's going to be studying, and she actually catches him with another girl, which absolutely breaks her heart. And because he leaves that school like 2 weeks later, she gets no closure on that relationship. So it takes her a little while to get over it. She has been in other relationships, but they never just really seem to go anywhere. They always end up breaking up like after a year or 2. So she's kind of just, her and Maya are out with for woe is me. I'm single. I'm unemployed. Let's just have a little bit of fun. Maya, during this girls' night out, is encouraging Skye to have a one-night stand just to get her groove back. So instead of Stella, Skye got her groove back. Skye has always had an affinity for older men. She's always been drawn to them. And, she immediately sees this silver fox sitting at the bar. I love that he's a silver fox and he's 49. Okay. A little young to be a silver fox, but, my husband's got a lot of gray hair and I think he's sexy. So I guess he's a silver fox. And yes, happy birthday, baby. His birthday was yesterday. He just turned 49. But so yeah, he's 49 and she sees him across the room. And as she's looking at him, she begins to recognize him and she's like, oh my gosh, that's Archer's dad. I don't know if I should go say hello or not. So she finally decides after a couple more drinks, she decides and she saunters up to him and says hello. And by the end of the night and the end of the girls' night, Reese has offered her a job as his temporary assistant. His current assistant is going on maternity leave for 6 months. He feels that Skye is competent enough to fill in, be able to assist him for those 6 months. So he does leave her his business card, and she does end up calling him. And we kind of know how the story goes from there, right? Lots of conflicted feelings, flirting, eventually fucking. And Reese continues to like be with her and want to be with her, but he continues to scare. Well, let me take a step back. He at first tries very hard not to get with her. He keeps trying to get her to get away from him, telling him that he wouldn't be any good for her, but eventually he gives in. And I'm going to just, I have to share because he gives in, and when he gives in and he starts dirty talking her, you guys, I mean, it's super spicy. So, and I'm going to quote him. He says, this is the first time they're finally getting together. He says, then I'm going to ruin you so thoroughly, so deeply for any other man. My name will be burned into the back of your throat and how loud you scream it. I mean, it's pretty confident right there. He better be good with his ding ding. So once they stop fighting their feelings and they are together, Reese begins to get feelings for Skye. Skye begins to get feelings for Reese, but he is not ready to bring this to his son. So she kind of starts to begin to feel like she's a secret, and they're kind of just maneuvering through that to figure out how they're going to deal with their new romance, the age gap, and his son being her ex. It's a really good story. I'm going to tell you, I loved, because I read a couple reviews and I think they nailed it so perfectly. So Elizabeth Bagley gave it 4 stars. She said, every time a new Chicago billionaire book comes out, I drop everything I'm doing. So imagine my surprise when I see the art for the newest one is available. I ate this up in no time, just like the others. I didn't realize how badly I needed an age group workplace romance, but Reese and Skye hit the spot. Add in the ex's dad, and you've got the forbidden romance trifecta. And then Evie says, excuse me, I'm sorry. Evie says, oh my God, exclamation mark. She says, she gives it 5 stars. She says, wow, I'm so in love with this book. I could not put it down. Intense, emotional, so complicated. You were going to love it. And I feel like these 2 ladies just hit it on the head. It was super fun, super easy to read, impossible to put down. I started it on the 11th when she released it, and I finished it yesterday. So it's a super fast read. It's, I rated it 5 jalapenos because it is spicy. The dirty talk is off the charts hot. I think that Reese just does a really good job of dirty talking her. Every time I imagined his voice, it was deep and raspy and super sexy. So that was fun. I gave the story a 5-star rating as well because it was a really fun book. It was so good. Perfect blend of storyline and spice. I personally am not ready for the series to be over. I would love another book. So if you have one, Alexis, it'd be great. But there are other series that she's got going. So I'm going to go ahead and probably jump into one of those. Let's see. So I just, I think it's fun. I think it's sexy. If you're looking for a good, approximately 7-hour read, which I think is the sweet spot for a length of a book, definitely put this on your summer TBR. If you don't get to it, because summer might be over for some of you guys, make sure you add it so that you read it sometime in the upcoming fall. I will be checking out her book 1 in the Shadow Sin series because it seems like it's going to be pretty spicy as well. You can check Alexis' social media. You can find her on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as Alexis Winter Author. She also has a website with that same title. Go check her out. Follow her. She releases information on all those sites. She gives sneak peeks and stuff. So give her follow her, give her a shout out, and give her a like. And I'll also remind you guys, if you're looking for another really fun podcast to check out, come check out my husband and I's podcast called The Bar is Open. We're live Wednesdays at 8 and Fridays at 7. And I cannot guarantee that it is safe for children. It's probably not, usually not. So earbuds if you're around the kids, but I hope to see you guys soon and have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.